When Lucky Star hit number 4 on Billboard's Hot 100 in August 1984, Madonna's sophomore release was already finished, but delayed multiple times to maximize her debut album's success. For her second album, Madonna asserted more control, handpicking songs before approaching producer Nile Rodgers in April of 1984. Rodgers had witnessed her perform and understood her creative vision immediately. In his memoir, Le Freak, he recalled being startled by a toothsome white girl stepping, doing R&B dance moves that reminded him of a young, sexually aggressive, white Gladys Knight.
I chose to work with Nile Rodgers because I think that he's a genius, and I wanted to work with a genius on my record. And I think that he embodies a lot of different styles that I think my music embodies. He's very close to the black sound, funk. I mean, the stuff he did with Chic and Sister Sledge and Diana Ross is phenomenal. But he's also made a lot of great pop records with David Bowie and Duran Duran.
Rodgers knew that the song she picked could have died as fly-by-night hits without proper treatment. His solution? To use his band Chic as the foundation to bring a classic R&B sound through live players.
Absolutely write and produce differently for each one of those artists. Something we spoke about earlier, that when we were younger, we didn't understand that these people had images and concepts before we even got there. So we have to understand these people's artistry and try and develop that with our interpretation of where they're coming from.
4 of Madonna's 5 compositions were written with college friend Stephen Bray. Both shared a deep love for Motown.
One of the reasons I think we worked so well together was our musical taste was like, you know, you've heard the expression, people finish each other's sentences.
Yeah.
We definitely finished each other's musical sentences. It's an interesting blend. It's Sly and the Family Stone, it's Motown, it's the Carpenters, you know, because we both grew up on Detroit radio, which was this really beautiful blend of black music and pop music and everything in between.
Madonna told USA Today, the best part of growing up was dancing and the music of Motown stars such as the Supremes and Smokey Robinson. To Record Mirror, she called Motown the quintessential pop songs. During the recording of the Like a Virgin album, Diana Ross visited the studio, bringing champagne to toast to her success. Ross even attended Keith Haring's birthday party at Paradise Garage, where Madonna previewed the new album's material. When Like a Virgin dropped in November of 1984, critics immediately recognized the embedded influences. Rolling Stone gave it 3.5 stars, noting how Nile Rodgers wisely supplies the kind of muscle Madonna's sassy lyrics demand, with Madonna's voice bobbing over heavy rhythm tracks like a kid on a carnival ride. The review specifically highlighted how the title track bubbled over the bass line from the Four Tops' I Can't Help Myself. Ken Tucker of the Philadelphia Inquirer called the album a throwback to interesting girl vocalists, citing Motown soul singers such as the Supremes and Martha and the Vandellas. He noted that she couldn't have bleeded the melody of Borderline without the examples of the Supremes' Stop in the Name of Love. By 1984, the pop landscape had shifted dramatically. Prince had broken through with his fusion of rock, funk, and R&B. Madonna related to him, saying, "He's competitive, from the Midwest, a screwed-up home, and he has something to prove. I can relate to all of that, totally." His music and imagery relate transgressive takes on religion, gender, and sexuality, something critics quickly noticed that Madonna was employing into her work. The album concludes with Love Don't Live Here Anymore, a top 5 R&B hit by Rolls Royce in 1978. Suggested by Michael Alston of Warner Brothers, Madonna hesitated to cover such a well-known R&B song, but ultimately it became the album's closing track. Critics dismissed the album's two ballad, with one even saying when she actually tries to sing, it makes you run for cover. But both Love Don't Live Here Anymore and Shooby-Doo pay tribute to Madonna's musical roots. The album's success was immediate and cross-cultural. While singles like Material Girl and Angel dominated the Hot 100, the album peaked at number 10 on the top black albums charts. Billboard highlighted that black airplay was a significant factor in the platinum success of Madonna's Like a Virgin. The Stephen Bray Madonna collaboration Into the Groove from Desperately Seeking Susan reached number 1 on Billboard's dance chart and number 19 on the Hot Black Singles charts, despite only being a B-side.
Get Into the Groove, to me, sort of encapsulated everything I'd done from the beginning of my musical career to where I was standing on the stage. And it also meant a lot to me that the guy that I wrote it with and the guy that produced the record with me had been Stephen Bray was somebody that I'd been with since my childhood. So he sort of came through it all the way with me, and that meant a lot to me. And it was also in the first movie I ever did.
By 1985, Madonna was part of an unprecedented moment. Newsweek's Rock's New Women feature noted the diversity. Cyndi Lauper and Madonna are setting the pace, but they've got company. Chaka Khan, Donna Summer, Sheila E., Joan Jett, Pat Benatar, Tina Marie, and Tina Turner. The article crucially noted that this success wasn't in a vacuum. It was built on the foremothers who sang the blues, like Big Mama Thornton and Bessie Smith, who showed that being a woman didn't have to mean a life of meek deference. Most successful women of 1985 were the first generation raised on Motown. ABC Radio's Rick Schuyler recognized this, stating, "History is repeating itself for people who didn't live through it the first time." While this peak moment for women in rock was short-lived, for Madonna, it marked her graduation from dance music star to pop culture icon.
And now we've all seen all of the Madonna-esque. 94 Madonna-esque.
Is there anything else we should talk about?
I don't think so. I think you covered everything.
Okay.
Blah, blah.